Welcome back, guys. So we're gonna jump right into achieving this bronzy summer glow. So I'm priming my eyelids with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan Sand, and I'm putting a transition shade on my eye. This color is IOU by ColourPop Cosmetics, and I'm just using a blending brush by Morphe to work that all into my crease. Now, using my Morphe 35O palette, I'm using that deeper orange shade I pointed to with the same Morphe E27 brush just to deepen my crease. So I'm just blending that right on in. Now, using this more bronze shade in the same palette, I'm gonna pick up this color, and the brush I'm using is a Sigma E25 brush. I zoomed in so you guys can see how the color actually looks, and I'm using this to go a little bit below and just to deepen my crease as well. Here I'm just trying to blend out and make sure there's no harsh lines. Now I'm going to be using two shimmery shades in the palette, one that's more bronze and one that's more gold. And I'm going to use just a flat eyeshadow brush and spray it with my Gerard Cosmetics setting spray just to get it a little damp so that I can pack the color onto my lid. So here I'm using a smaller blending brush by Juvia's Place to darken the outer corners of my eyes, and that pretty much completes just the top of the lids. I thought it was fairly easy. I only use a couple colors and it's mostly in the same palette. I'm using Black Radiance True Complexion primer for my foundation today, and I've really been liking this primer a lot lately, and I got it from Walmart. I think it's like $6, so you know it's affordable. For my foundation, I'm using a new foundation by Danessa Myricks in the colors Warm number 3 and Neutral number 7. And I did insert a clip of me actually talking about the foundation, so you guys can listen to that. To blend out my foundation here, I'm using a Morphe M439 brush. So, just interrupting the voiceover to talk. Oh my god, I got this in my hair. Anyways, just interrupting this voiceover, the voiceover that I'm doing to talk about this foundation, like as a mini review. So, a friend actually sent this foundation to me, like tagged it to me on Instagram, and this foundation is by Danessa Myricks, who I actually have not heard of until my friend tagged me in this foundation. I saw the foundation, I was like, wow, this looks really good. She has a lot of good colors, like a really good color range for women of color. This is my first time trying the foundation. It's extremely full coverage foundation. It has a bit of a fragrance to it. It smells like an old lady perfume. That's not a really good description, but that's what it smells like to me. It's extremely full coverage. It has a lot of moisture to it, and It goes on very well with this primer. When I first got it, I tried it on without any primer, and I was like, oh no, this is not gonna work. It seemed like it was really oily, and it just wasn't working for me, but it looks okay so far. So it was $28, which is, I can appreciate, because my favorite foundation is the NARS All Day Luminous Foundation, and that one is like almost $50, or comes up to $50 after tax and everything. So this is a good change in price. And the true test for me will be to see how everything else blends into it, like my highlight, my contour, and everything, like powder on top of it and all of that, and how I look in photos. So that was my mini review. Again, the foundation is by Danessa Myricks, and right now I think it can only be purchased online retailers. And go on her Instagram and look at the swatches, because she has a no return, no exchange policy. So once you get the color you get, if it don't match, like, you're just gonna have to get another one, or mix it with something you have already, or whatever the case. So yeah, that's that. So I'm gonna go back to my voiceover now. So here I'm just highlighting and contouring as usual. I used my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan Sand to highlight, and I blended it out with a Morphe Beauty Sponge. I'm using my black opal full coverage foundation to contour, and I'll have the color listed in the description box. I'm using a new translucent powder that I purchased from Luscious by Lynn, which is a black owned makeup company that I came across on Instagram, and I really like it. It works as well for me as the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and it's also cheaper at about $24, I think, so you guys should definitely check that out too. I'm gonna go ahead and just start to add some eyeshadow to my lower waterline using the dark brown shade in the 35O palette as well, and I'm just using a flat eyeshadow brush to do this. I'm gonna go over top of that with eyeliner by ColourPop Cosmetics that almost completely fell out of the tube, just to darken that a little bit. And then using this bronze shade again, I'm going to use the flat eyeshadow brush and just go right over the brown that I added to my lower waterline. So I put on my Vegas Grand Glamour lashes off camera. I'm dusting off my translucent powder, or what's remaining of it, and I'm using the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot mascara for my lower lashes just to make them pop a little bit more. To prep my lips, I'm using my Too Faced Lip Injection Lip Gloss. And here I'm bronzing up my face. I'm using a limited edition bronzer by MAC, but I'm pretty sure you can find this bronzer. They, repeat things all the time, so it's whatever. This, however, is a new blush by MAC. It's a part of their Skin Finish Extra Dimension line, and this blush is so pretty. It has like an orange tint to it, and it also has like a highlighter kind of appearance to it, so it gives you that extra glow. For a highlight, I'm using Dose of Colors Gold is the New Black. For lip liner, I'm using the color Mason by NYX Cosmetics, and for my lip color, I'm using the Bite Beauty multi-stick in the color Blondie. I love this as a nude. Over that, I wanted to create some shimmer or kind of glow on my lips, so I used the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Liquid Glow Illuminator, which works as a primer and a highlight. And I just used the brush and put that right on my lips. I'm using the Kylie Cosmetics lip gloss in the color Literally, and then just going over with the Liquid Glow Illuminator again. And I'm finishing off spraying my face with my Gerard Cosmetics setting spray and fixing my hair and all that good stuff. And that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it's easy for you to recreate. I love this look in the summertime, and it's kind of like my go-to look as well, so I just love it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.